There you go.
You're not going to use that video now.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
We're ready.
All right. Welcome, viewers. My name's Jay Casavant, Vantage Point Recruiting President, here with Bill Ralph from TRC.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are we today?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. We're here discussing Maine and our regional companies and their appeal for our viewers to get a sense about the interest in the community and the potential of employment opportunities. Bill, tell me a little bit about TRC.
Well, TRC is actually a national company, but we have a large presence here in Maine. There's about 200 engineers up in Augusta, Maine, and mostly electrical engineers. And then in addition to that, we have an office here in South Portland, now Scarborough, and that has about another 70 people in the office. Again, mostly electrical engineers.
300 people, that's pretty substantial in the state of Maine.
It is. It's actually, for the company overall, it represents about 10% of the entire company is in the state of Maine. So it's one of the larger state presences that we have as a company overall. So,
Yeah.
But TRC is mostly based in New England, throughout New England, and really the Northeast.
Right.
Most of the professionals that we have are kind of represent across that. TRC does electrical engineering consulting. We work with clients such as Central Maine Power, Public Service of New Hampshire, Connecticut Light and Power, Rochester Gas and Electric, New York State Electric and Gas, Public Service Electric and Gas of New Jersey, and those type of companies. So
Yeah,
those are some of our larger companies.
But you didn't mention one of your biggest facets, which is environmental engineering.
We do. Less so here in the state of Maine, but we do environmental engineering as well. We do solid waste management, remediation sites, air measurements, building sciences, permitting as well. So those are some of the other things. And we also have an infrastructure division, doing construction inspection and drilling and things like that. So.
Right, but given the fact that today's Earth Day, did you know that?
I did not know today was Earth Day.
Yes. Well, I thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, so tell our viewers a little bit about what makes TRC a special place to work.
There's, for most of the professionals, the engineering professionals, the environmental professionals, there's really a lot of autonomy in the jobs that they do and the jobs that they pursue. They have their degree in their specialized area, and they're really able to develop that skill. And in some cases, primarily like on the environmental side, they can really pursue their own clients and their own projects and build a portfolio of business, for them. It's in the umbrella. The electrical engineering side is a little bit different. It's more of a standard engineering organization with managers and staff underneath that pursue larger engineering projects that we work on and kind of fulfill those for the client. So we'll do large wind projects in some cases. We'll do projects, for example, we were one of the folks working on MPRP, which is the Main Reliability Program, to upgrade CMP's electrical transmission system, the grid, effectively the grid.
Yeah.
And we did the 5-station upgrades. We also did all the permitting, which was probably in excess of $40 million for Central Maine Power.
Great engineering work for the people of Maine.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, given that though, you being in the finance department, accounting area, apparently now you've been with TRC for
7 years, that's correct.
Yeah, and there's been some pretty substantial growth for your department. Can you talk a little on that?
Sure. We when I first got there, we were pretty much the predecessor firm for TRC. I mean, the firm that kind of I got hired into was ePro Engineering and Consulting, which was again electrical engineering consulting primarily in the Augusta area. And but they had recently been purchased by TRC and was really at that point undergoing the name change. And we were slowly converting from basically local support only for our group to being more incorporated throughout the company. So because of our location and the work ethic of the people here in Maine, we started expanding that. We consolidated from 14 different billing centers. We're now down to 2, with Augusta being one of them. So my group individually has grown from about 8 or 9 people to just under 30 at this point. And the plan is to continue to consolidate probably into Maine, and then in addition to that, we've been doing a number of acquisitions that has also required us to growth, and then our own internal growth as well. So that's really what's taken the group from again just under 10 to just about 30 folks.
Nice. That's great for a growing Maine company.
It is.
And so, as it relates to some of the benefits that TRC offers, I mean, there's 2,000 employees there.
3,000 at this point.
Okay, good. All right. What are some of the perks and or benefits that you appreciate as an employee?
I think the nicest thing is, because we're here in the state of Maine, we do have, a little bit more laid back feel than certainly something of if we were in Boston or our corporate headquarters. I appreciate the work ethic of the people here in the state of Maine. It helps my group. We're much more efficient and productive than the other sites that we've had. So from that perspective, for many new employees, for the group that I'm hiring, we have an education benefit. They can pursue their advanced degrees through TRC. Will pay for it. And then, if you're an electrical engineering professional, we offer classroom opportunities for those folks too, through WPI or University of Maine or what have you. So
yeah, advancement opportunities.
There definitely is.
And that's great. Obviously, anytime anybody can enhance their career.
Right.
So, as it relates to new employees, what would new people think about, or what is the onboarding process? What would people expect?
Well, in my group, there's really 2 facets of the group. There's a billing group, and then there's also a project accounting group. And the billing function is pretty much standard, just billing opportunities. So, we're billing our clients for the services that we provide to them. That more is on-the-job training, definitely, but it's a very fast up-ramp. You pretty much have your own portfolio of projects, probably within 45 days. You'll be kind of shadowing for the first 30 days, and then we will be providing you with a portfolio of projects and project managers that you'll work with kind of from that point forward. Over time, it becomes more complex, and we move you from different groups into more complex groups and more complex projects, but kind of the starting process. On the project accounting side, it's a little different. Really, to fully grasp the role, it takes about 3 to 6 months, and so during that period of time, we have you work with a number of project accountants, existing project accountants, and then also kind of move you around from group to group, so you can start developing all the various aspects that you need. So the immediate aspect is there's not much expectation, but it's really the long term.
Right.
It's 3 to 6 months, and then hopefully you're providing us with that kind of activity for the next 5 years. That's kind of the way we look at it.
Right, and you obviously want that balance where you have the opportunities and the individuals understand those opportunities.
Right. It really there's a lot. There's 2 facets of the job. There's the tactical aspect of the job. Understanding the system, and this is not rocket science. It doesn't require that much. But the other piece is more of the softer skills and being able to work with project managers and get the information out that you need from them. So there's that kind of balancing act. We look for people with strong communication skills. Typically, I look at the resumes, and if they have a finance background, they can do the job. And then it really becomes on the softer skills and some analytical skills to be able to get from the project managers what they need.
Perfect. Communication skills, always important.
It is very important.
And it's
you have to. In our organization, you're working both up the organization through my group, myself, and then through the corporate controller, and sometimes even the CFO, and then also you're working kind of across the organization with project managers, project coordinators, and as such with that. Sometimes they're working with operational management. If there's an issue that they need to address or discuss about a particular project or about a particular project manager. and then also with the billers. So it kind of really requires all facets of being able to up, down, and across the organization.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the company culture there. Obviously, you're a pretty substantial employer in the state of Maine, albeit 300 people, but how does TRC reach out to the individuals and treat them as a valued member?
Well, like I said, we certainly offer the normal kind of benefit package for any individual, health and welfare type kind of package, and the education package is obviously important, and then there's really growth opportunities. I would say some of our billers have become project accountants. Some of our project accountants have become project coordinators. Some of our accountants have become supervisors, so there's a path for success.
Excellent.
I certainly envision, if I were to leave my position, that somebody on my staff could eventually take it. So
fantastic, great. So tell our viewers, Bill, where would people find these opportunities and learn more about TRC?
TRC is, we have a website, obviously, trcsolutions.com. Solutions with an S at the end.
Okay, good, thank you.
And then we do post jobs on there, and then we also in some cases use a recruiting firm to find the right talent of individuals. But mostly they can go onto our website. They can call the local office. Obviously we have one here in Augusta, as well as one down in Scarborough. So they can certainly call those offices, and they can get to our HR department.
Great.
From there.
Great. Very good. Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
Bill.
you.
I greatly appreciate it, and thank you, viewers, for joining us today.
Thank you.